Hello and welcome to my next Mobile Lunch video. Today I want to talk about the base stats again. I already made like a video about the tier list and the base stats, but I wanted to make like a video completely focused on the base stats list. And yeah, it's getting more and more important. And we will have like a new map and a new level cap in like 7 days. And so yeah, our heroes will be able to reach level 110. And the higher it goes, the more important it gets. As I said like earlier in my previous videos. And some heroes just feel like strong or weak and you don't really know why. And yeah, I think the reason behind that is often found in the base stats. So yeah, let's have a look at it. First of all, I need to take down my pictures, and there we go. This is the list of the base stats. And you can see right here, I have all the heroes. I also added the English name right here. And I still miss like the dates or the numbers from like 2 heroes from like Arachnatur and Davy Jane on level 50. So this is for like level 50 legendaries and a few epics level 50, and this list is only level 40 epics. And yeah, so I can just sort it here after like agility, for example. And you can see right here, Mutzen is actually the hero with the highest base agility stat. Then comes Busted, also pretty interesting. Then Mercy, then Joanne, and then the Headless Horseman and Candy Elemental. So yeah, if you wonder why the Headless Horseman seems to deal a lot of damage with this ultimate, it's because he has like a lot of base agility stat. And if you compare it to like Lilith, also pretty high up there. But when you have like Hermes, he's only at 903. So if you want to become faster than the Headless Horseman with Hermes, it's quite impossible because Hermes has like nearly 10% less base agility. And 10% agility is really, really hard to catch up with gear. And yeah, you might have like a talent more, of course, on Hermes than on the Horseman. But still, yeah, it's quite important to know which heroes have like what agility. And you can see like Rudolph has like some of the lowest agility, and that's actually good because that makes him counter playable because he's so slow. But yeah, we will focus on the highest numbers right here. So for defense, I can sort it after defense, and you can see Chitulu has the most defense in the game. Then comes Murdering Machine, Rudolph, Lucifer, Hephaestus, Dracula, Murdering Mass, and Shroom Emperor. So yeah, everyone hates the Murdering Mass here, but he's quite tanky on defense at least. Hephaestus, a lot of defense, which makes him just really strong. Rudolph, of course, and Chitulu. Unfortunately, again, I don't have the numbers for Arachnatur. I guess he's somewhere right here, I would assume. I would wonder if he's up here, but I guess he's somewhere right here. So if you have the numbers, make sure to comment down in the comment section and maybe give me the numbers, would be quite helpful. Of course, I will link down this list here also in the description. And yeah, so if you look at attack damage, there's a funny thing that Mercy actually has like the most attack damage. And this doesn't seem to make any sense, but I will give you like another example later on where it can be quite nice to have like an agility hero with a lot of attack damage. But yeah, Black Skull Overlord, highest DPS as an attack damage dealer. Lilith also pretty high attack damage. So that's actually quite interesting because later on in the game for PvE, you don't really even need to play her with like full agility anymore. It's only for PvP. But for PvE, for example, you could go full attack damage on her. and she would deal like decent damage. The only thing you really need in PvE later on is just agility up. When you have like a full high level team, you only need like agility up, and you will be faster than the enemies anyway, so you don't even need like to play her with like a lot of agility. I would still advise to play with this item because it's really strong, the God's Vow, and yeah, but she can deal actually quite a lot of damage. So other than her, we also have Prellbock here. Bastard is right up. And Athena, unfortunately, you can see she has a lot of attack damage. Her defense is like pretty average, like maybe above average. But that's like a big issue from her, that she's like, she has like super low, or she doesn't have like the highest defense numbers, which kind of sucks. And if you sort it after HP, we have the Murdering Machine, like the weakest legendary hero in the game, but at least he has like high HP. And then Chitulu, the Shroom Emperor, Lucifer, and so on. But yeah, let's swap to the epic heroes. And if you sort it here after agility, you can see Joanne has the highest agility from the epic heroes. Then comes Candy Elemental, Cleo, which is like a hero from like early in the campaign. And then Alien and Assassin. This is quite interesting. So Alien will be quite viable now with the autoplay behavior editor adjustment. And Assassin is up here also with like a lot of agility. So if you compare to Hermes level 40, he only has 617, and Alien and Assassin have more agility than him. And here we see as well, so okay, let's go for the attack damage here. You can see Assassin nearly has like the highest attack damage. And that's the same with like Mercy, but on Assassin it actually makes sense for him to have a lot of attack damage because he does bleeding damage. And bleeding damage deals more damage when you have more attack damage. So yeah, it's not too bad on him. So it makes sense for him to have like attack damage also, although he's like an agility hero. So yeah, Black Skull Warrior has like the most attack damage, and you can see Ragnar also have like pretty high attack damage. And yeah, the other numbers, not really that interesting. And for defense, we have Rudolf and Frankenstein, who are really tanky. And yeah, Monica is pretty high up here. Nerissa, 600 defense, so she's not that far off the best heroes here. Orca also pretty high defense. And yeah, so only HP is left here. And we can see Frankenstein actually has like the most HP, so he's like the tankiest epic hero right now. And we have Golem, Neandertaler, Sylvana, Monica, Nerissa. So yeah, these are the numbers. As I said, I will link it down in the description, so you have all the stats and you can look them up. I already did like a video about this, but I thought like making a video fully focused on this topic would be a good idea, since it's getting like, I think a lot of people forget that I made this list, and sometimes they ask like, is this guy faster or this thing better, and so on. So yeah, here you have it. I will write it down in the description. So yeah, if you have like any comments on the heroes, or you have like the missing numbers, make sure to comment down below. If you want to support me, support my channel, make sure to subscribe and write down a comment under this video. This also helps. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.